So when you come home, I'm assuming you get back to your hustling game, huh?
Oh, man, I see. When I came home, man, you know what I'm saying? It was crazy because, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't really expecting nobody to give me shit on me, but I had looked out for a lot of motherfuckers, man. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nobody have shit for me when I came home. I started from the ground, homie. You know what I'm saying? From the motherfucking bottom.
So this is 92.
This is 92.
You missed the riots though, right?
I missed the riots probably like about 3 months.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But this like 92. I come home, man, ain't nobody, okay, I'm like, okay, I know I just got to get my money. I get me a little duplex right around the corner on Rose in the hood. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, I start selling dope. You know what I'm saying? And
from scratch, huh?
From scratch. From first time in my life, I even ever sold rocks. Because when I was doing it before, I never sold rocks. You know what I'm saying? Because when I first came home, you know what I'm saying, one of my homies gave me like 4 ounces. You know what I'm saying? And I never sold the shit pure. I gave it, I had it cooked up and shit and gave it to the homies to sell for me. So this is the first time I'm ground zero doing it my motherfucking self.
So you curb serving?
You know, well, I ain't on the curb because I'm in the house.
Yeah.
I got a spot. I ain't on the guy, you know what I'm saying? I'm serving out the house, out my duplex. I rented me a motherfucking duplex. I'm a grown man. I'm living with my mama. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't been living with my mama since I was like fucking 16. You know, but I paroled to her house, but I got a duplex around the corner. You know what I'm saying? And I started from there and didn't stop, homie. That's why I say it's all about how you hustle, homie, and how you handle your business. I know dudes been serving forever and ain't got nothing.
And throughout the rest of the 90s, you stayed out of jail, right?
Well, I went back on 2 violations, a year violation twice for got caught with a gun twice. You know, took 16 months for the gun, and they ran the year violation concurrent. They ended up doing a year flat both times. Well, the second time they kicked the gun case out because I proved the police was lying about the traffic stop.
So did those 2 violations kind of mess up your progress?
It didn't really mess up my progress because I had a down female with me that was on my team, and she was still handling business while I was gone.
So outside of those 2 violations, you stayed out of prison. Well, you went to prison on those violations.
Yeah, but only did a year. Yeah, just a year and a year in prison. I went back to prison twice, did 2 years. So from 92, in 2001, I did 2 years. So
you're able to really establish yourself. And
oh yeah, man, I had it to where, what I did, the first thing I did, open me up a page in a phone shop. You know what I'm saying? And through the connections that I met, and a few of my connections I met by them coming to my shop, buying some pages, you know what I'm saying? Some of my cocaine connections and shit, man, I had it to where I could just call my boy and be like, hey man, I need 50 kilos, or I need 100 kilos. He just come drop them off. You know what I'm saying? Hey, just hit me when you finish. And I didn't have to spend a dime. I ain't had to spend none of my money. So say like because I'm mainly dealing with motherfuckers from out of town, so say like I got a motherfucker coming from out of town, oh, I need 20 kilos. You know what I'm saying? Okay, off of them 20 kilos, I'm finna make like about $30,000, $40,000, and I ain't spent a dime of my money in like 30 minutes. So man, it was lovely. It was lovely.
Now, before you went to prison in '85, you mentioned you was already part of the Majestics.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
What year did the Majestics form?
They formed in '73.
Okay.
But the Compton chapter formed in like '79, '78.
Okay. And you joined when?
I joined in '78. When they formed, I joined right after they formed.
You started the Compton chapter?
No, I think it was Calvin Parker, Baby Huncho, and I think it was 2 of the Parkers and Huncho.
Okay, so really at this time you have like 3 identities: Gangster, Car, Lover, and Hustler.
That's my 3 entities right there, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So then you get out of prison, you get back into the cars.
Back in everything.
Yeah, back in everything.
Yeah. Same thing. Bam, bam, bam.
Now, what cars did you have before you went to prison in '85?
Shit, I had 2 Rag 67s. I had a Rag 64. I had a Rag 63. I had a 82 Regal. I had like about 7, 8 lowriders, man.
Now, I want to ask you a car question that's often debated, and I don't really know what the answer is, but who were the first ones to hit switches in LA? Was it the blacks or the Mexicans?
End of the day, it don't even matter.
It doesn't even matter?
And you know, can't nobody, we did this shit, we did this shit, we were doing this shit around the same time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Is it almost an impossible question to answer?
Yeah, because I'm going to tell you something, man. Blacks don't get their credit because the Mexicans always had the newspapers, the magazines. They already had the outlets for people to see Lowrider. So they only really showed the Mexicans, homie. Just like Lowrider magazine, they barely even started putting black people in their magazine in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? And when they did, they wouldn't let you have a black model. They would put your car in there, but they wouldn't let a black model be by your car. You know, it was so fucking fucked up. You know, so the narrative always been that they them people, they the ones did it. But no, you know what I'm saying? I'll say everybody did the shit around the same time, you know what I'm saying? Just to keep it simple.
Now, would you say hitting switches is actually happened in the mid-'70s somewhere, right? The first car to hit switches was it in the 70s?
No, it was in the 60s.
60s?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they had motherfuckers with hydraulics in the 60s.
Now, I'm not talking about like the air.
And wasn't no air in the 60s.
Hopping.
Wasn't no air in the 60s. Hopping, well, back then, if you hopped this high, it was hopping, because that was the era you was in. You know what I'm saying? All this old high shit didn't come in effect until the mid-'90s, until the 90s and the 2000s.
Thanks for watching StreetTV.net. If you're not subscribed, please hit that button below and click the bell to receive alerts and notifications. Feel free to comment below so you can give us your feedback, and be sure to watch the 2 related episodes to the right. If you want to support this platform or follow us on social media, visit the links in the description. And thanks for watching StreetTV.net.